Hello and welcome back to the Sunless Skies. We died. Not all is lost. They managed to reclaim Orphean, Spatchcock, reclaim Locomotive. Convention did not dictate your predecessor's life. Their fellow Bohemians collaborated to provide this gift in their memory. Bank, after funeral expenses, passed on what was left from their estate. Here to copy your predecessor's chart, though it lacks the detail of their final voyage. Begin your career with the benefit of some of your predecessor's experience. Inherited 65 sovereigns. You fill in some of the chart. You'll start at level 3. Great your captain. Today London lies between the stars. Your new empire folds across the skies. 10 years ago, Northern Gate was open, before the renewed empress led her people in the skies, lay in vast cavern beneath the earth. Deep, dark, marvelous. Who were you then? Let's see. Street urchin, soldier, poet, academic, priest, a sailor, ministry auditor, a revolutionary. High mirrors the skill of investigating and deducing. I guess I like that. You're an academic. Perhaps you're educated at one of the esteemed colleges of Bethick or Somerset. Perhaps you taught yourself through trial and error and grit. That was your field of study. Practical science, engineering, chemistry, anatomy, everything you need to break something apart and put it back together again. Increase your iron, the skill of confronting and overcoming, affiliates you with academia. Language of heavens, they call it correspondence, the oldest of alphabets. It's maddening, revelatory, and occasionally inflammatory. Increases your hearts. One of the most indulgent of studies, now the most sedacious. The Ministry of Public Decency has gutted the libraries. They burn libraries? Uh-oh. Let's be indulgent. Let's see, we're going for wealth last time. Let's try fame. Alright. Let's try this one. New lineage. Pass your locomotive to new captain of your lineage. Facets to take 2. Okay, that's nice. Came close that day to death. It left its mark. I'll let your education go to waste. You poured years of sleepless nights, set back, and research on one great work. They call you brilliant, eccentric, and obsessive. Lost your mind. Time of prison. A scandal. You were the gossip of salons, the target of blistering editorials in the Gazette. Mad, they said. Bad, they said. Dangerous to know. Yeah. Judge Stonyface condemned you to New Newgate, the stalactite prison of old London. It's dark and thick as tar. Its cells are small as pantries. How do you spend your days there? Served type quietly, notched each dismal day on the cell wall, you steered clear of the monsters and the meek they preyed on, dreaming of the day of your release. Better the wolf and the lamb. You ruled your corridor like a robber king. Even the guards knew better than to push you. Your punishments were less than you deserved. We were quiet. Carver's well-to-do household rarely rely on the scurrying, grinding work of its servants. You know this firsthand. And yeah, I'm feeling much better. Song in the sky looms in your mind, an unfinished monument. Where to begin? Take advantage of a quiet moment, you pull out your journal. A blank page sits before you, smug and unblemished. The horror. Last inspiration strikes. You need fresh material. That's the ticket. Go and explore the high wilderness. Gather sky stories and tales of terror to begin the song of the sky. Let's see. We'll get you a chief engineer. Increase your iron by 6, your hearts by 2, your affiliation with the establishment. Maybe. Mr. Menagerie is passing through New Winchester. Tattered poster by the station advertising service. Mr. Menagerie, purveyor of fine scouts. Oh. Pile of cage looms out the window. Buy scouts from Mr. Menagerie, but he'll move on after your visit. But I need... Okay, so we have bats. We have imperial guinea pigs or capybaras. And ratronauts. Why can't we have ratronauts? But I don't have the stuff. Well, moving elsewhere soon, but we'll leave a note saying where we go. Turning an eerie tune to itself as gather things for the next leg of its journey. Read the note. Just tell you where Mr. Menagerie, Regentsopolis, which remained gaudy amusement. Okay, we're familiar with that place. Got a full crew. How about trading? Promise of days. Bronzewood, gourds of nectar. Well, I guess we can try going north. Company house, huh? I don't think I ever, On the uprising, Fortune Windward Company fell in New Winchester. Chat. Learn how you can be used to the company. Foyer bristles with stovepipe hats. Prudent secretary pushes between them, narrow, unsmiling. Blousy shirt and black trousers. Opportunities. Secretary's gender is a subject of some debate in the company canteen. Well, who cares? Secretary's prudence, however, is not. Both these facts provide the secretary with a great degree of satisfaction. I would be interested in receiving reports on events of other ports. However small, the company has expansive interest. One never knows what might be important. As you visit ports, you may collect port reports, turn them in at company house. Okay. This is what I was getting those port reports about. That sounds like that would get me some relatively inexpensive money. Oh, I do have a bat. Are you trying to fight me? Where in the sky is little travel has begun given over to fungus. There is indeed a fungus among us. Touch of violence, line the miss, strings of hunting foot. Stories, new arrivals. They're briefly without terror. Broken disavowed fugitives. Write a port report. So we went a little mad last time. As you do. And his headlight glows like a ghost in the icy mists. People are fighting. That's not my gig. What's that smell? Eggs? Sulfur? Write a report. For tea drinkers, it's sweetener. Poets and Anebians. For singers, an enhancement, widening the vocal range by probably a semitone or two. Interesting. Okay, let's see if I can go and sell these stories or reports. Because that sounds like a good way to, one, get money, and two, explore the area. Given over to fungus in the wilds and the lost. Don't want to have to fight you. I'm new to Winchester, being heard on the wind. Familiar as an disagreeable uncle. Yeah. Deliver your report reports to Prudence Secretary. In a comfortable room for a modest secretary, stained glass windows lay crimson slants across the desk. Prudent secretary receives your reports and reads them one by one. A number of questions follows, which the secretary expects coherent, succinct answers. Her Majesty is grateful, they say as you leave. Okay. I mean, we're getting chummy with the stovepipes, but trade favor for a ministry stamp permit. For you, of course. Fraud General Manager doesn't even bother to ask you any questions. Just the one, is it? Lost 2 Windward Company's gratitude. 2, you now have 1 ministry stamp permit. I don't know what that does, but it sounds kind of useful. But that'll be it for another time. When we come back, folks, new life, new career, eh? Have a good one, folks.